Hi, it's Lynn here from the Learn English Network. You might know me on the forum. Here I'm called Teach, and on the forum you'll know me as Lynn, I think, I hope. Hello, Anchi. Hi. Never forget, if you're in one of the voice rooms and you're not speaking to the people in the room, mute your mic. Okay, but don't mute your headset. Anchi, I know you can't hear me because your headset is muted. Your headphones are muted. You won't be able to hear. Well, that's fine if you don't want to, but hi, Aladdin. Oh, Aladdin, have you got voice? Can I hear you? Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Hi, good.
Hello.
Phew, good. Hi, how are you? Hello,
Hi.
Anchi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. My goodness, you've got a lively place there.
Hello. Can you
Hello.
hear us?
I can hear everything, yes, including I don't know what language the other person is speaking, but I can hear them. So do be aware, people can
Oh,
hear you.
hi, Lynn.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Lynn.
Hello.
Kritika, do you still remember me?
I can hear Anshi, I think.
Yeah, actually, she's Anshi and she's my sister. I took the headphone and because I wanted to talk with you. I'm Kritika. Give me. Remember me? No, 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 she
I
don't
think
remember you.
so. Long time ago. Long time no here. But you have got a lot of background noise, okay? So are you using a headset? Um,
Hello.
hello? It's going to be one of those nights. Okay, one person speak at a time. Okay. When you're not speaking, mute. I can hear somebody speaking in another language, so it makes it impossible, I'm afraid, to hear anyone else, so I'm going to have to mute you. Sorry. Wow. Did anybody else hear that?
Yes, I think it's TV.
Yeah, okay. So, I've had to mute you because of the background noise. Um, okay. So, um, if you're in a noisy environment, mute. And try to switch off anything like your television or your radio. It's difficult if your family is watching the TV, I know, but try to find somewhere a bit quieter because otherwise I will end up with a headache by the end of the day. So, hi, Med. Nice to see you. Congrats on the new job. Yay! It's TGIF, and I had a question from Ahmed. Ahmed, hello.
Hi, hi.
Were you the same Ahmed who came into Kitely?
Hello.
Hello. Hi. Oh,
Hi.
thank goodness your voice is
Hello.
working
Hi,
here.
Lynn. How are you?
I'm very well, thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
You were in Kitely,
Thank
yes,
you.
but we
Thank you.
couldn't hear you, and I don't think you could hear us. Um,
Yes, I can hear you.
Good, 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 good. Yeah, Discord is much kinder on your bandwidth. Okay, so it's much more easy to listen to people and to speak with people in Discord than it is in Kitely. Kitely, for those, I think someone else was asking, what is Kitely? Jolandu. It's a virtual world. Okay, so Ahmed was able to join us but couldn't use voice. And
Yes, yes.
if you look at some of the videos in our YouTube channel, you'll see the sort of things we do. And if you do end up not being able to hear us in Kitely, you can watch the stream. I usually stream these sessions, so you can ask for the link to the stream, and then you at least can hear what we're saying, even if you can't speak. It's usually down to your connection. It has to be a very strong connection, and it might be down to your firewall settings. You have to allow something called Vivox. Vivox is the voice server. Ahmed, you said you could hear people typing and you could hear background noise like doors opening and closing. That's on a different stream. That's internal to the OpenSim sim itself. They're like little special effects, if you like. The voice stream comes through something called Vivox, and they're a gamer stream. Okay, so it's a completely separate thing. Generally, what you're looking for in Kitely is above your head you should see a white dot, which means that your microphone is connected, your headset is connected, and then when you speak you should see green wavy lines above your head. A little bit like in Discord, if you notice when I speak, you can see a green circle round my avatar. And then when I speak, it's back. When I'm not speaking, it goes. And then when I speak, it's back. So it's very similar to that. You're looking for the green circle in Discord. You're looking for green wavy lines in Kitely. Okay? But if you have a little play with it, you can go in, log in, and try it on your own. Just look for those green wavy lines. You might meet somebody else there. You can go to the Kitely Welcome Centre. There are often people there, and you can ask them, can you hear me? That's the most common question asked in all these sessions. Can you hear me? Okay.
Thank you, thank you.
You're welcome. And if you need any help, we've written the guide on the forum, but there is a Kitely forum too, and it's always worth joining these different forums because you meet some really nice, helpful people. So if you're having other issues in Kitely, try to get onto the Kitely forum and ask for help there. We'll try to help you. But I'm not always able to, am I, Aladdin? Aladdin and Voice in Kitely are having a long, long battle with Vivox, I think. Oh, by the way, Aladdin, have you tried Voice in Second Life recently to see if it's working there?
No, I didn't try in Second Life.
Okay, try it just to see if it's working there, because it is still Vivox. It's the same provider. Okay, thank you, Anshi. Yeah, that's lovely. It's just if you've got the television on or the radio on, it comes across and it's very loud. I wasn't actually. I could hear you saying hello, but I couldn't really have a conversation with you. Because there was all the other noise going on, and I was like, okay, which bit's Anshi and which bit's the background noise? Okay, Saral, good question. What is the difference between Second Life and Kitely? It's a little bit like different yogurts. Okay, you can buy strawberry yogurt or you can buy peach yogurt. They're both yogurt, but they're different flavours. Okay, does that make sense? They're the same sort of thing. Second Life is run by a company called Linden Labs. It's a commercial enterprise, and Kitely is also a commercial enterprise that runs on the OpenSim platform, which is open source software. So OpenSim you could run on your own PC as a standalone virtual world, but that's not much fun because you don't get to play with anyone else. So if you put it on a server, you could invite other people to visit, and it's open software, so it's open source. Second Life is not open source. You can only visit Second Life by logging into Second Life. Okay. Open source software means that you can get the software and you can use it free of charge, and you can change the source code. You can program it so that it does what you want. Of course, you have to have the necessary skills to do that. But there's a lot of open source software out there. It's a little bit like Creative Commons for software. Okay? Yeah, I'm never quite sure the difference between public domain is more to do with the age of things that have fallen out of copyright. So if something's in the public domain, it was maybe created by a government and therefore doesn't fall under copyright, or the person who wrote it has been dead for X number of years, so it's out of copyright, and it falls into what they call the public domain. That's more about singing. Oh, sorry, Anshi, you were asking Yeah, you were asking something. I was just answering Ahmed's question. Okay. So Ahmed, the public domain is more to do with written works, music, literature, that kind of thing. Open source is more to do with programs and programming. I love open source software, but I'm not capable of rewriting it. I just use it as is, out of the box sort of thing. Joomla, the English magazine, is based on Joomla, and that's also open source software, but I can't reprogram it. I just have to use what they send me. Okay? And Ahmed, you had another question about TGIF. Who would like to answer Ahmed's question? What does TGIF stand for? What does it mean? Anybody? Yeah, thank God it's Friday. Oh, thank goodness it's Friday. English Hot Pot. Hello, Oleg. Actually, we don't have an English Hot Pot. We have something called Lancashire Hot Pot.
Hot pot is kind of spicy food, so
It's like a stew. Yeah, Lancashire Hot Pot is like a spicy stew with lots of sliced potatoes on top of it.
maybe it's the same things. I don't know.
Yeah, it tends not to be as spicy as, say, curry, but the hot bit comes from, it's straight out of the oven in a big bowl, in a big dish, and you serve it up. It's a perfect Friday supper, because it's very in the winter. It's what we call a winter warmer. Okay, so have I answered the questions that I noticed from today? I haven't gone back too far, but I think I have answered the questions people posted today. I hope. Any other questions for me?
What was the question?
Hello, Zom! Hi! You snuck in!
Hello,
Watch
guys.
out, everybody! Zom's here! Hi! Happy Friday! Happy Friday!
I'm very happy to be by the end of the week, honestly.
I
I need a break. I need a break. Hello, Sarah, Ahmed, Aladdin, Amshi.
Oh,
We
yeah.
just got to text with each other.
I do have something to say about Zom. Somebody said something to you yesterday, Zom. Actually, I think it was
Hi.
Lisa. Hi.
What did Lisa say?
I think she was asking you how you were. I think she saw you a lot online, and thought you were in English server. Okay, let me explain something this applies to everybody. You might see people online. Okay, you might see people online, and you might say hello to them here. Now, it doesn't mean they're in this server. They could be somewhere else on Discord. Yesterday we were talking about Yesterday we were talking about Vikings in a different server, and it looked like we were online, but we actually weren't. So we weren't ignoring you. We just didn't see your messages because we weren't actually here. We were somewhere else. I'm not sure if there's a way of fixing that apart from going do not disturb or something like that. I don't know.
I think it's not because we saw someone. It's like Skype and the groups. So we are on Discord. We are connected on Discord. So we are green. It means, oh yes, they are on Discord. In Discord there are different different groups. Learn English Network is just one group among so many. So I'm often connected on Discord, but I'm not just having a look at the moment necessarily. And I'm connected to take part in the Learn English group necessarily, because I have other activities on Discord as well, as group activities and private activities as well. And it's probably the same for some of you. So yes, I'm not ignoring. So I'm sorry, Lisa, you are not around, but you guys can try to send me a message when you see me connected, but if I don't reply, I don't notice or whatsoever, it doesn't mean that I'm necessarily ignoring. It might be, but probably not. But it might be as well. Elsewhere. Here, Anchi, you are a new one to me, I think. Jolandu as well. Mao too. Oh, there are newcomers.
Yeah. People come, you know.
Awesome. No, it's great. No,
Yeah,
I like to see this code being used more and more. I saw that Natasha is becoming a regular here with her sessions. So yes, it's good to see you guys. And you have to change your avatar. The default avatar is great. It's nice. I love it. But and it's easier to recognize you when you connect. When you can ID yourself with customize and that reflect yourself, whatever it is. I'm a shadow.
Okay, and she wants to know what you'd say there, Anshi, is what is an avatar? What is an avatar? And it's just the picture you use to represent yourself. So if you notice, I'm a little red shadok in the shape of a heart, and Zom is a little yellow shadok, well, a white shadok on a yellow background. Ahmed's used, is that you, Ahmed? Is that a drawing of you? Ahmed?
Yes, I think it's a drawing.
Yeah, it's your avatar. Is that a drawing of you?
Sorry.
Your avatar.
A drawing.
Is it a drawing of you? Is it a sketch of your face?
Yes.
Yeah? Did you draw it? Did you draw it?
You made your avatar yourself?
No, I didn't. It's application.
Oh, okay. Looks very good. Very professional. Yeah, exactly, Jolandu, your profile image. But we talk a lot about avatars in the Learn English Network because we have several different avatars. I created mine from the Shadoks for various reasons, but Zom recognised it as a Shadok straight away.
Ooh, well,
you can use any image as long as you have the rights to it. You can use any image, and you can do the same here as you can in the forum. You can upload an image and choose that as your representation. Hey, well done, Jolandu! You just hit level 1. Woohoo!
Chatting away.
Now, who here? Anshi, if I can understand what you say, it's good. If I think you're saying something, if I think you're saying something that needs correcting, I'll try and I won't correct every single word because that gets deadly boring. Okay, if you want word for word correction, you need to go and write in the weather section on the forum, or come to a pronunciation session, or go to the writing section on the forum, or the question game. We give word for word corrections there. In sessions, reading sessions, we give word for word pronunciation correction. In TGIF and Monday live chat, I might point out if you say something that's really
weird,
dangerous,
like vowels for balls.
Yes, yeah. bowels instead of bowls. That definitely
Thank
needs
you,
correcting.
people.
Now, what
Do
you
you know,
need
guys,
what you need to
what
worry
are
about is
balls?
if I type. Yeah, if what you need to worry about is if I type that. That's the one you need to watch out for, because that means I don't understand what you're saying. So that's the one you need to really worry about, because most of the time I can work out
What?
what you're saying. Apart from Zom, I never understand what she's talking about.
I'm French. Nobody understands me. That's someone told me yesterday evening that
Yes.
to, um, French people speaking English are are pretty difficult to understand. And Teach added that even if they speak, they will be anyway difficult to understand. They are meaningless in some ways for
Come on, what happens in Speakeasy
you other
is meant
population.
to. What happens in Speakeasy is meant to stay in Speakeasy, Zom.
There are two things that have to go outside just to make sure to balance things out to see it's really true or not true. I can't just take one version of
Okay, Mo, you'll change it later. Okay, good. Thank you.
Yeah, I've got an influence.
Absolutely. No, I always forget about that. I do say in the instructions, try to use the same avatar as in your forum account. So Mao, I take it then that you have got a forum account, which is great. Now what we need to do is sort out you guys who have a forum account and make sure you get an LENet account. Why? Well, this session is open to anybody with the link, but say Natasha's sessions, they are shut to only LENet members, which means you have to have a forum account. And I do check that it is your forum account. Believe it or not, I still don't quite understand why, but some people try to sneak in without having a forum account. And then they say, oh yes, I'm so-and-so, and then I send them a message, and then I get a message from the real so-and-so, and they say, no, that wasn't me. And I'm like, why would anyone do that? It's free, for goodness sake. So Mao, I'm going to send you a message, okay? You just need to reply, okay? So
Yes, and he's got his or her. I don't know if you are female or male actually. But I've got your avatar image here in Discord. So you set it up correctly actually. Well done.
yeah, absolutely. Actually, those images that come through vanilla, that come through the forum, they are in the public domain, but you might want to change them to something more suitable to be
They are default.
Yeah, I like people. I like playing with the avatar, because you can even change it depending on your mood. You can have happy avatar, grumpy avatar.
Have a laugh here because Teach character now as an avatar that can tell you for many years she's got the same boring avatar.
I had the same boring avatar. It's in the past now.
She had. Well, now it's not boring any longer. But I can tell you that whatever she likes, do whatever you like.
Within the rules of the forum, okay? I don't want anything inappropriate, please.
Within the rules of the forum.
There are some things I do not want to see when I'm having my breakfast, okay?
Well, she can't even accept this one, guys.
Sarah, yours isn't boring, no. If you use
We read an article on that. She can't refuse it now. Honestly,
That's
and
very
she's
true.
the one who proposed. It's very true.
Well, I'm always interested in why people choose the avatar they choose as well, because it's so. Okay, some people just use a photograph of themselves. I've done that in Google, just so that people know that that's me. Okay, get over it. But people choose avatars for all sorts of different reasons. Sarah, yours isn't boring. No, it's a Disney character, so I'm not sure about the copyright issues, but that's your issue, not mine.
Exactly.
Copyright. I mean, if it's 100 by 100, I don't think anybody can really complain, as long as you're not making money from it. But yeah,
Nobody's
people.
making money.
Oh no, come on! People get so weird about copyright. They really do, especially images. Is it the what the little critters? Oh, minions, the minions creatures.
The
yeah?
minion, they have got to be in the public domain, these ones.
No, they're not. They're not. So if somebody like a bakery tries to bake a cake that looks like a minion, and if somebody notices it, they can tell them that they're not allowed to sell that cake, even if it's for a child's birthday party, because they're charging money for it. They can be told, they can be taken to court, for goodness sake. It's crazy. It is. It's Alice. Yes, that's right.
So does it mean, Sarah, that for you, the Learn English Network is Wonder World? You are Alice exploring through different...
Yes, it's like that.
Do you Sarah, do you feel like you fell down the rabbit hole? And you keep falling and falling and falling. Does that make me the white rabbit? Because I'm always going, we're late for a very important date.
Well, that is great, Sarah. Exactly. Tell us, which character is Stitch in
Aye.
Wonder World? Is she the queen,
Not
the
Wonder
rabbit?
It's
the...
Not Wonderworld, Wonderland.
Oh,
Wonderland.
Wonderland.
Oh,
Wonderland,
shit.
yeah.
I have to see the movie again. I don't remember the name of the actors there.
No, the characters, not the
The
actors.
character, yeah, it's a character. The
Oh,
actor.
is she the mad? Oh, she might be the one who smokes the little. Oh gosh, what?
I think it's Cinderella, you mean? But no, I think Sarah's right. It is Alice from Alice in Wonderland, the Disney version. Aschenputtel is the German name for Cinderella. Zom. Aschen is ashes. Puttel,
Okay.
yeah.
Ashes. Oh yeah, ashes. Okay, all right.
So
Right.
I think it's a German fairy story anyway. So I guess Aschenputtel is the original Cinderella before Disneyfied her. I think it was called the Glass Slipper, actually. The Glass Slipper. It's been made into lots of different films as well, though.
A sleeper. Never heard of that.
Yeah, there was a film called the Glass Slipper. But there's been lots of different versions of Cinderella. I think the Glass Slipper was some kind of musical, maybe. I'm not sure.
You know what is a sleeper?
Yeah, it was slipper. Not a sleeper.
Slipper.
Slipper. Yep,
Sleeper,
I've got slippers
slipper.
on now, actually. I've got slippers on.
Not me. I don't
Shoes
have
you
any
wear around the
slippers.
house. Shoes you wear around the house are slippers. But a glass slipper in this context was the shoe that she slipped on. I guess nowadays it would be called the glass slip-on, but slipper sounds nicer.
And in English, what's the name of the fabric of this? No, not the glass slipper because it's made of glass.
Glass.
But
It depends. You can get all sorts of different fabrics. Slippers tend to be made out of felt or wool or just some kind of... I don't know what these are made of, to be honest. They're from Chibo. Let's have a look. Has it got anything here? No, it just is synthetic material. Stretchy fleece material. And everything. I mean, there's no hard and fast rule about what material a slipper's made of. Flip-flops are different.
Oh.
Yeah. Flip-flops are different, Jolandu. Flip-flops are different. By the way, Jolandu, are you a member of the forum as well? I kind of recognise the name. I mean, don't worry, it doesn't matter if you're not a member of the forum. You won't be thrown out. That's fine. It's just so that you can
everyone.
access other sessions. Hi.
It's from Argentina. Hola, ¿qué tal?
Hola.
Sorry, I should say
I'm from
Holandu.
My real name is Rolando, but
Rolando.
I'm
Oh,
living
No,
near
not
to Brazil right now. And in Brazil,
Rolando.
in Portuguese, they say
Rolando.
Rolando, Rolando.
Ah.
Rolando.
Okay,
So it's your Portuguese name, Portuguese name at the moment.
Rolando. If I might say, Brazil, not Brazil, Brazil.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Brazil,
Brazil, that's
Brazil.
it, yeah. Okay,
With the
so
Z, I made a mistake.
I'm going to send you a message as well, just to make sure you're you.
Are
Now,
on the forum as
I
well.
am doing a special offer on the forum at the moment because of Discord, and I have done it for other people. You have to be active, but if you send me a message, if you've got a Discord name already and you would like to change your forum name to match your Discord name, you can ask me to change your name on the forum. I can do that for you, okay?
Okay, okay.
But you're the same here, I presume, if you're you. So just reply to my message in the forum, and then we can add you to. I've sent one to Mao. I've sent one to you, Rolando. I will not remember that you're Rolando. I'm going to call you Jolando next time we meet. Just correct me till I remember, okay?
Oh.
Okay. Okay, I'll do it right away.
Okay, thank you. It's just if you can imagine. I get a lot of people with multiple names, and they have forum names, Discord names, Skype names, then they have Kitely names. It gets a bit confusing in my old brain, I'm afraid. Yes, Mao, I sent you a message in the forum. So in the forum. A private
Okay,
message.
I'll check that.
Okay, good.
Okay.
So who would like to... we had an introduction session in Kitely. But Ahmed, you missed it. Sadly, April was actually introducing herself to you, but you couldn't hear her. But would you like to introduce yourself to everybody? Because, some of us know each other, some of us are new. It's a nice way to practice introductions anyway. So would you like to just take the mic and tell us who you are? What are you doing here? What are you looking for?
Tell us everything.
Hello, everybody. My name is Ahmed. I'm from Egypt. I am 28 years old. I'm looking forward to improve my English. Excuse me? Yes, yes.
Good. And is there any particular
Yeah,
reason you want to improve your English? Have you got an exam? Is it for work? Just for pleasure?
yes, I'm preparing for IELTS exam.
IELTS. Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh, exams, a four-letter word. You have my sympathies. Now, we do not, as you might have noticed, provide support specifically for IELTS, but getting practice in is no bad thing. Okay, if you can
Okay.
if you can cope with TGIF and Monday Live Chat, IELTS is a doddle. It's so easy.
I understand the French
I
person
hope so.
speaking French. You'll be fine.
Absolutely.
So when is your exam? How long as a preparation? So I imagine you are going to be around to prepare English activities on top of your exam preparation. But when is it? Have you got the date of your? Do you know when you are going to sit it?
It's December 16th.
So in 16, in 1 month.
Yes, December 16th.
Look,
I have 1 month too.
And what do you feel? Do you feel comfortable in all the parts, or are you here just to be more comfortable with the speaking part, or are you working on all the parts?
All the parts, but I have to focus on speaking parts because I didn't practice. I hope I can do it.
Yeah, the thing is, practicing English, listening, reading, even writing is relatively easy, but speaking is tough. You've got to find people who will listen to you. And she is very, very excited and wants to introduce him or herself. I don't know. I think herself, but I wasn't sure from what I was hearing earlier. I couldn't hear you properly. And she, take the mic.
Come on, Anchi, you can go. You've got the mic.
Don't forget to unmute your mic. Don't forget to click on the microphone to unmute.
About Discord.
And then speak.
But there is some issues.
Might be. Although
We already
I could hear...
talk with each other, so you have... It's a problem when you've got a problem with voice, guys. Problem because of the push to talk option that is toggled. Got it off, it works fine. But yes, someone is coughing in the background, so...
No, I think that was hubby. You can't get rid of this cold.
Oh gosh, that's no good news.
No, I know. If you might have noticed in the Viking session last night, there was a lot of coughing went
Very
on.
bad.
I
Very
know.
bad. Yeah.
He won't have it. He won't have it. Sorry, Anshi. Oh, okay, Anshi. Yeah, that can also happen. Now, something you can do is just log out and come back in again. Okay? That sometimes helps. It just kind of wakes your system up, makes that connection again. But never mind. We'll see if it comes back in a bit. It was working earlier, so it should work. Yeah, logic says it should work. Logic dictates it should work now. Jolandu, I've just added you to EliNet. Would you like to introduce yourself to the group?
Yes, I am Rolando.
Sorry.
Can you hear me?
Very well.
Okay, I'm Rolando. I live in a smallest country right now in South America. It's Paraguay, near to Brazil.
Uruguay as well.
And it is my first experience in forum and site like this.
To Paraguay. Why did you move there? Because it's much more smaller than Argentina or Brazil.
Yeah, because I have a job right now. I'm SAP consultant, software.
Okay, all right. And you got a job in Paraguay, so you moved to Paraguay and long time now? You have just moved there?
About 20 years. I have 2 kids here, and I'm living with them.
All right. Okay. So you are like Teach. She's been living in Germany for many, many years. So you are the same. You have been living in Paraguay for many, many years.
Okay. That's good.
And do you like it? I guess you must. You're still there 20 years later. It
20
must be
years
okay.
later.
Yeah, I bet the weather's better than here. And you want to improve your English for work?
Yes, and to make friends like you.
Awesome! Yay, great! Nothing too heavy. No exams. Oh, good. I have nothing against exams. If you need that certificate, go for it. But it's a bit like your driving test. Once you've passed your driving test, that's when you really learn to drive. Okay, it's a bit the same.
You will learn to drive driving.
Yeah, exactly. Go for your certificates, but don't think it means you know English. Sorry. Doesn't work like that. I know too many people with, I think, every certificate you can get, and they still can't put together a sentence without taking 10 minutes thinking about it first.
They are pretty good at grammar.
Yeah, they're better than me.
Even though it's a little bit useless for communication, but they are pretty good at grammar and using words I don't understand.
Okay, so Mao, I've just added you to the LENet group, so well done. Mao, would you like to introduce yourself? Using voice, if you can. Don't forget to unmute.
Now,
Oh, hi.
Hi. Welcome.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you. I think you're from Japan, I think I saw earlier. Welcome from Japan, I think. Am I right?
Oh, thank
Hello from
you.
Japan, I saw, yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
It is 1:40 in the morning, so I'm speaking with a small voice. Oh, hi. Well, what do you guys know about me?
I know you're from Japan and it's 1:40 in the morning in Japan. That's about it.
Yeah.
which island? Which island? Because Japan is made of islands. So which one? The big one in the
The
middle?
main island. Actually, I live like right next to Mount Fuji.
Oh, next to Mount Fuji. Oh, cool.
Oh, lovely. Beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, nothing but Mount Fuji.
But it's iconic. It's iconic, isn't it? I wonder if
A lot of tourists then.
Yeah, look, it's even got its own icon in Discord. Yay!
Excellent. The Japan flag.
So how long have you been learning English, Mel?
I've been learning English more than 10 years. I started learning when I was middle school. I studied as a, like ABC.
Good place to start.
Right. And then after graduate from high school, I moved to the United States, and I graduated college there. So I know I can speak English, but I don't think my English is good enough to be in business field.
What do you mean in this field? In which field?
I'm kind of into like IT field. But any field, I don't think my English is
I love it when people talk about fields. I always imagine you in it's the correct word, but I always imagine people actually in a field. But anyway. So, what kind of, because there are different types of business English, are you thinking of the formal report writing or letter writing, customer care? You know, what area?
More information technology.
Yeah, which is so broad. I mean, do you need to communicate with customers or do you need to write reports?
All of it, I think.
All the above.
I'm not. Yeah, all of them. I'm not working currently. I'm a housewife taking care of my daughter for now. But before, I was working in information technology field. So I had to, I had a meeting with like Germans and Americans, and sometimes I have to teach for like Filipino programming, all kinds of work. So there's so many situations that you need to have like proper English.
Okay, so training rather than teaching.
Yeah.
Training.
Yeah.
Programs, how to use programs, or the actual programming of programs.
Actual program, like actual like
programming,
like Java.
That's another language altogether.
Yeah,
that's English with gobbledygook. Okay, well, I can't promise you to help you write reports, etc. But now this is something people always get excited when they hear, then they get frightened, then they don't do anything, which is a shame because I've made this offer before. Some people have taken me up on it in different platforms. If you need to practice your presentation English, give a presentation, and you can do that on this platform. Okay? So if you want to book if you want to book a session for a 10-minute presentation, let me know in advance. Send me the slide deck or what. Yeah. And we can give you feedback. We'll watch you. It doesn't have to be about work. It can be about your area, where you live, anything in your life that you're interested in, your hobbies, that kind of thing. But really, the best way to practice that kind of English is by, I'm a great believer in learning by doing. And you can use, especially the Monday session and the Friday session, because it's so relaxed and informal. Well, we can make time. We can make time. Yes, Sarah. I make this offer every so often, and then one or two people say they want to do it, but then they don't do it. And occasionally, like April has done one. Eleanor from the forum, Xanthip, has done one. Bob, who was in today's session, has done one. When you think about how many people there are in the forum, I can remember and count the number of people who've done it. So take the opportunity, but I will not push you. I'm not going to go, you told me you were going to... I don't do that, okay?
But I wonder why are you doing this for free? I just wondering, like, why you spend so much time
business. Where is the money, Teach?
Yeah.
I can't believe that. Where does the money come from? What do you gain?
Have you seen there's a video on the network that explains how I got into doing this. It was by accident. I used to teach for money out in the real world, business English, IT, funnily enough, Deutsche Telekom and all that stuff. It wasn't very fulfilling, because most of the time you're teaching people who have been told they have to learn English but don't necessarily want to. And they sit there, Germans, by the way, and they're like, go on then, teach me. Go on, teach me. Go on, I dare you. Try to teach me. I don't want to learn. So yeah. You're being paid to be here, kind of thing. It's not the best thing. And I built a website for my students, but none of the students used it. Not one. Not a single one. But other people, because it's the net, found me, and they asked for help. And they told me some horrendous stories about their experiences of trying to learn English. And so I ended up just helping out a bit. And then I got caught up in doing more and more. And I'm very bad at saying no. And that's how it kind of happened. And I'm very stubborn. Once I decide on something, I kind of stick with it. So yeah, since 1999, I have been doing this for nothing. Yeah, I'm crazy as well, so that helps.
Not crazy.
Especially that. Especially crazy.
Thank you, Mo. I'm not sure if you should admire me or pity me, but
just her.
As long as people find it useful and helpful and I can help, I will. Okay? So but that's why I do put a limit on some of the things I do. I mean, I have cut back a few hours recently because I'm learning German as well. I'm studying German. I've been learning German for a long time, but now I'm actually studying it. And that takes a lot of my time. It's so exhausting. You're so lucky you're learning English, guys. Okay, now, has Anshi got mic yet? Have you got the mic back, Anshi? Have you got voice? Try unmuting and saying something again. I don't think I'm unique. There are many, many people, thousands of people around the world volunteer to do stuff. I mean, it's not a unique
but
thing.
never the way you are doing it. Come on.
The way I do it is a little unique, yeah. A little unique. Aladdin, you've unmuted. Oh, and actually, Anshi, yeah. Any voice? Oh, I can't hear you. That's a shame. Have you tried?
Yes, I can. I'm here.
Okay, good. Okay, good. Aladdin.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have a question? Did you have a question?
I have no question.
Oh, okay. So you went mute, so I was like... Okay, well, I've got something to explain, and that is the English radio. Okay.
Hey, so what's happening? It's back?
Bizarre.
Yes.
Yeah, Aladdin, you explain. How did this come about?
I don't know. I found that there is a notification or the post from English radio on Facebook, so that it's time for playing, for example, everything but Beatles. Oh, I comment on it. What?
Yeah.
What? Because I know it's dead. How it came back to life again. So when I came there, I found it's working again. So for me,
What
it was
what
good.
what kind of playlist it's broadcasting? Only the anything but the
The same
Beatles?
song. I'm not recognized this, but it's the same song we have on our playlist.
It was, and it was bizarre. Honestly, Zom. Well, I couldn't get anything to work. I couldn't upload any music. I couldn't create any playlists. It's not a who, Oleg. It's a what. English radio died, and it was just gone. There was nothing in there. And then I got this Facebook message from Aladdin going, "What?" Attached to it was the message from Radionomy, from English radio, saying, "Playing now, anything but the Beatles." So I just replied and I said, I'll look into it, because I wasn't actually in the office. I was out and about. When I got back, I logged in, et voila, there it was, but with no playlists created, no generated so I just generated one and it worked. I tried to generate another one, I got an error, so I thought, okay, let's restructure it. I got rid of a load of stuff, I put it back to very basic, anything but the Beatles, music roundup, etc. Generated a whole week. It's there, it's working, so let's keep going. see how long we can do it for.
The magic happened, and don't tell anybody. Don't wake up any monster whatsoever. So wow, awesome.
I know, it's great because all that music is still there. So Fluently is going to do another playlist for anything but the Beatles, and we'll do a scaled down version. So Sarah, have a lovely weekend, or rest of your weekend. I'll speak to you next week, I hope. Take care. Bye.
Happy too. I don't know if it's still on the radio. I will be back.
Playing, yeah, it's there. It's playing. What I've done is I've kept the music playlists for the Guess the Theme ones. Okay, but they're only going to play on a Monday now. Okay, I had to get rid of the genres because that was one of the things that I noticed. The ones with the genres weren't generating, so I got rid of those, and then I just did the anything but the Beatles. I've done a mashup of all the anything but the Beatles songs, and I've done a mashup of all the theme songs. So it's a bit of a mashup now.
A mashup of anything but the Beatles?
Yes.
And what does Price say about it? Okay. I've got very interesting information right now.
But no, the anything but the Beatles is playing as well, of course. I wouldn't dare mash them up completely.
But Lynn, how it's working, for example, how it happens is I mean, how Facebook page.
I have no idea. All I can think is that everything fell through, and then what can happen on Radionomy is even if you remove a playlist, it will remember it if you don't regenerate it. Okay, so at some point, maybe somebody rebooted a server
accidentally.
What started working, but in bits, not the whole thing, because some of it had got corrupted. That's why I removed certain playlists, because I think they got corrupted somehow. Maybe it was hacked. I don't know. There was nothing on the forum.
Emptying the cache.
Yeah, emptying the cache. Exactly. Oh no, Oleg, did you have to?
He had to.
Now, don't get me wrong, I have nothing against the Beatles, but as a Brit living in Germany, you do get sick of them. Every other song on German radio is from the Beatles. Everybody you meet in Germany goes, "Oh yeah, the Beatles!" The Beatles, they're fantastic. And I'm like, they're in the 60s, for goodness sake. We've done a lot more music since then.
Move on.
Yeah, please, come on. Can we go into the year 2017 now? Oh dear. But anyway, yeah, I don't know how it started working, because I don't know how it got broken. but it's working now. That's all I work. You know, I live in the now. It's working now. I'm happy.
So you did some cleaning and it's working.
I
That's
did, yeah, I
awesome.
did a clear out of. I just tried to see, okay, what might be causing the issue, which playlists aren't generating. Let's clear them out bit by bit. When they generate, we'll leave it at that. It's working. That's good. Fantastic. Frank Sinatra, yes. Frank Sinatra I can listen to all day long. Okay, Anshi, I'm sorry you couldn't speak. Try going to the Discord help desk. I'll give you the link, okay? So Discord voice issues. Okay, it's called Where'd My Audio Input Go? Because it sounds like you can hear us, but you can't speak. So have a look at that page and see if you can sort it out this weekend. I'll be back on Monday for Monday Live Chat, and hopefully you can give us your introduction then.
Where had my audio input go? That?
Yeah, well, we're coming in now. Do also be aware, on the calendar, it says it starts at 5 o'clock my time. They're always my time, Berlin time, okay? It says it starts at 5. Now, finishes at 6-ish. So don't be surprised if we overrun. We might finish on time if I have to be somewhere, like tonight. I'm going to the pub. But other times, beer o'clock, Guinness o'clock, Guinness o'clock. You've been there. Yeah, you've been there. River Matters, yeah. It's good. Looking forward to it. Okay, so on Monday we will be back. Let's just do a little bit of fun. Let's have some fun with Zom. Because we've got the... Now, remind me again, what's the command, Aladdin?
No, you are not on top.
Leave
No, you're not on top.
line. Ahmed, let me have a look. Ahmed, have you replied to my message? Did I send you a message? I'm sure I did. Let me have a look. I've got your message here, I think. Oh no, I've got Ronaldo's message here.
No.
Interesting. If you want to join Skype, you have to have 2 stars in the forum, and you have to send me your Skype ID. But I've got a feeling you've already done that. Are you the one who's having problems getting into Skype, Ahmed?
Excuse me?
Yeah, are you having problems in Skype? Are you already in Skype as a member? Are you in my contacts?
I am, yes. I am already a
Okay.
member, but I can't, I don't know how can I practice here.
Okay.
It's got only 1 star. It can't be in your contact list. It's got only 1 star in the forum.
I'm just having a look.
I can't remember now, but I can send it via message, okay?
Okay, right, yeah. You need... Okay, Discord you can join, and you can take part in any sessions as long as you've got a forum account that's active and in good standing. For Skype you need 2 stars. 2 stars.
Only 1, mate.
And you've only
Be
got
a bit
1.
more active, please.
Yeah, so
Sorry.
what you need to do is, let me have a look. What have you done already? Okay, you've said hello to the group. Okay, you need to go and introduce yourself. Okay, I'll give you the link to go and introduce yourself, which is in new members. And it's just like you did today, who you are, why you want to join, what you're doing. Okay, so go into that thread and do a little introduction. And then just a few more posts. Join a game, write about your hobbies, something like that. Once you've got that 2nd star, send me a private message in the forum with your Skype ID. And then I will add you to Skype, and you can join LESC, you can join Marian's, Natasha's other sessions. Be aware that LESC is on every day. That's a student-run group. It's like a club of other forum members. I only teach, or I only run sessions, catching me out there. I only run sessions on the other platforms. I don't run any sessions on Skype, but I do add people as a contact. It's like a backup to Discord for me. So if Discord completely goes wibbly wobbly on me, I can run a session still, okay? But yeah, don't look for me to be running sessions there. I don't.
Never happened. Discord
Not
is too
anymore.
good.
Well, no, Skype's too bad. Skype
Good.
and I
Skype
don't
is
get on
better.
anymore. Yeah. The way I used to run my
You're
Skype
going to pass the positive.
sessions, well, the way I used to run them, it was very good. But now I don't know what they've done. It never works out properly. The call won't start. People go into the wrong rooms. They get lost. Then I can't sort them out. In Discord, I can drag you into the right room. I can make sure you're in the right voice room, etc.
She's got the control. Ooh.
I am a control freak. You know that. Well, Skype's got worse, I think, Oleg. Do you agree with me that Skype has actually got worse?
You said earlier, but there are 1,000 group on Discord, but I am engaged only with one. I don't know exactly about the other ones group on Discord.
There are
Here,
so many different.
Explore
What they
the
do is they call them servers rather than groups. They're Discord servers, okay, and there is a list of them. Now, in the same way, it's the internet. Come on, you do have to make sure that you're going to find a server that you like, that you
I'm
get on with. Yeah.
interested take a part in another groups.
Yeah, by all means. You know, that's one of the reasons we do this, is to introduce people to different different means of communication, not just in the network. So if you go to discordservers.com, okay, then you can type in a hobby, maybe what sort of, or a game that you like playing. What can somebody give me a hobby? Okay, painting, my hobby. I like painting. See if there are any. Okay, so there's the Apollo Art Centre. There's ART. There's Critique Clique, Fox Art, Zach's Floating Island, the Art Park. There's lots and lots of different ones. If you get on with the people, go in there, join it, start chatting. If you find that they're not the kind of people you want to talk to, go and find another one. That's how it works. It's just like, it is the internet.
Yeah. It's the same when you do language exchange. You get in touch with someone, you interact with them, and if it goes well, you keep exchanging, and if it doesn't go so well, you don't get along that much, you don't have any common point of interest to talk about, then you change.
Okay, I think I know what Oleg means. Okay, bye, Ronaldo. Thank you for coming. Take care. See you next time. Bye bye. Have a nice weekend. So, Oleg, no, the only other server that has a connection to Learn English Network is the Vikings game. We've got a little server for Vikings. There's also April's server, but I don't think she's doing anything with it at the moment. You can create your own server and invite people to come and visit you and talk to you if you have a particular papier-mâché hobby, maybe. And I'm sure there must be other English learning servers. Let's have a look. Okay, there's Ein Deutscher server. Well, that's one for me. English VIP. Let's have a look. English Cantonese dialogue. English with progressivists. I've no idea what that is. There's stuff on ancient Greece, philosophy. But look out for NSFW. Okay, this is, again, you're all adults. So NSFW means, what does it mean, everybody?
Suitable for who?
Not safe for work. It means it's an adult channel. So if you're not into that kind of thing, don't go for the NSFW stuff, okay?
Safe for work.
Yeah. It's a bit like being on
Safe.
Second Life. And
Come on.
Well, it means your boss might not want to see your screenshot, okay?
It's clearer.
Yeah.
All this equality.
You could get
Makes
into
no
trouble,
sense
in
to me
other words. But that is totally up to you. We are a safe for work channel, as you know. So that's our rule. Things have to be general, fluffy and fun.
Bunnies, guys, if you're into bunnies, you're at the right
Fluffy
place.
bunnies, absolutely. We like fluffy bunnies here. Okay, let's have a look. Have we got a bunny? We must have a bunny. Yeah, there you go. We like bunnies. Okay, so I think. Oh no, that's right. We want. Let's have a look. What's is it? Not. It's not League. What? Oh, Zom. What is it? The.
What? Leon League, the
No,
game?
not Leon League.
The...
No. Me six. Me six. And you have to type in list. No, it's not list, is it? No. It's
Level.
level. Yay, that's it. Thank you. Oh, levels.
Nice.
Levels. Thank
Yeah,
you.
Level.
I can never remember. So let's have a look. Let's have a look.
Oh, I always remember this one.
I wonder why. I always forget. Okay, let's see what the state of play is. So at the top. Come on, Zom, would you like to read it out?
You are tasking us.
Oh no.
Gosh, 28. Oh, Aladdin, you are doing nothing.
Yeah.
So
No,
bad.
I'm doing
Zom,
nothing. Yes, I
Zom.
give up.
Would you like
I
to,
give up.
Zom, would you like to read the top 10, please? Either from the bottom up or the top down.
So from the bottom up, is place number 10 or rank number 10 is Soup Mantra. So this is a nice blog, but it's very busy at the moment, so you are not going to see him around a lot, but it's number 10. Number 9 is a guy from the Philippines, a nice blog as well. He's got just a new job a couple of months ago, so he's very, very busy at the moment as well, but it's the dumb at the same time. The dum-dum. A very, very, very nice lady that has been around for a long time that I'm pretty sure you are going to meet if you join the session is April. And she's a polyglot, actually. She can speak several languages beside English. And so she's very helping. It's a helping hand to meet her in the forum, in Discord, in the sessions. Well, it's you can't miss her. Is Zaki. So Zaki is a young blood from where
Pakistan.
Pakistan, yes, I think so. I'm not so sure, so don't take my word. He's a young person, very dedicated to his studies. He's studying a lot, he's learning a lot. And it's been a long time we haven't seen him around on Discord, but he pops in and he loves jokes. He's posting jokes on the forum at times. And it's a nice blog as well. He's a guy who wants to be number 1, but will never be number 1. It started
He's
as number
doing
3
nothing.
and went down and down and down. He's not on Discord. He's a shadow.
Always talking, yeah.
But anyway.
That's what I win in it. Talking.
Blah, blah, blah. But
Yeah.
he said, now that Natasha's sessions are on Discord, I might go up, leveling up. I was in Natasha's session lately, but the guy is a good guy. He prefers speaking to talk to writing. So I can understand that he's not going to go up. Excuses, yeah. So that's it, Aladdin. And Aladdin runs session as well. Every Saturday and Tuesday or Wednesday, I don't remember. He runs radio show sessions. Aladdin session. Ask Aladdin is any question about technology. Oh, it's cancelled. So stick with the radio show on Saturday. Saturday in the evening, Berlin time. Luradi, she's from North Africa. I don't remember the country exactly. And she's a singer. She's singing in a choir. Choir, we say like that? I don't remember. And I really hope she will be back.
What does she think? What kind of songs?
In a choir, I don't know. We haven't been into the detail, but she's used to joining the karaoke session. So
French songs. Oh, okay.
Yeah, gospel, I think, church music. So I believe.
Yeah. Not so sure. You will have to ask her in the next karaoke session if she's around. I've already met her, and it is our little Alice in Wonderland in the forum. It's Saral, and she loves Discord, and she loves in speaking. She loves joining Aladdin radio show sessions, playing the game, and when it is the game session with Aladdin, usually she wins. She's very good at guessing drawings and making people guess words by drawings. She's very good at it. I don't remember what's the name of the game, Aladdin. I don't remember. Oh, and the other people have to guess.
Pictionary.
Pictionary. She's very good at it. She's excellent. She's always number one when we play that. Well, it's been a long time I haven't played it, but she's always number one. See? A very active member on the forum and in Discord, and a Viking as well. It's Marco or Rema. So he's welcoming a lot of people in Discord, and he loves interacting, and especially he loves talking Viking. And he plays, he loves soccer, he loves football as well. So he set up a game in the forum where people take part, and where in this game there are challenges at the same time. So even if you are not into football, it's very, and if you've got spare time, it's worth it, I think. People who are playing it, it seems like they are having great fun. Playing the game is, there are Saral, for example, Teach, Aladdin, Natasha, so, and other people in the game as well. And Marco is giving the result every week for each football competition. So football fantasy is something to look at. Number second, woohoo! Teach is number second. She should be number one, but she's not topping enough. But she's catching up. To add anything, so keep up the good job to Teach, but there is still a long way to go, I think. And number one, guys, I'm on top. I've been on top for a few months, and I'm giving a chance to everybody to try to catch me up. So I'm trying to type. Rarely, very few, and I prefer to speak anyway, but it seems like so far can really catch me. So we will see in 2018. And that's it for the leaderboard on Discord.
Well done. Perfectly
Like,
done.
a bit different from usual. So if you wanted something quick, so too late.
Awesome job. Awesome job. And I love the little biography you did for everybody.
I think
really good. Mao wants you to introduce yourself some. Very true.
Okay, Mao. So being Zam is a Shadok, and as a Shadok, she is French, and she has been around learning English about English at school, but I resumed really learning it about in 2007, 2008, and I mainly used the Learn English Network for that. I didn't have to take an exam or stuff like this. I just realized that I couldn't interact with people in English, and when I was traveling around, I love traveling, and when I went to see my brother in Birmingham in the UK, I couldn't take part in the fun because I couldn't communicate in English. I decided that I need to learn English, and I participated website and so on, but I'm sticking around the Learn English Network since then. So I'm kind of oldies, but pretty much on. And I'm a talker. Do I speak? Well, not so many. French is my native language. English, I manage pretty well. And on top of that, I add Spanish. I'm learning it. But I can speak already a bit of Spanish now. But it lacks fluidity. It doesn't sound very natural, but it will come. I'm a null fixture. I'm not sure I like this expression, but it's true. I love Discords, so a lot. It doesn't mean that I'm on this server, the Learn English Network server, but I remain active, a bit less than before because I've just moved country. So and I jumped on a new job as well. So I have got some time to adjust to this new country, to this new job. So I don't have as much spare time as I used to have. See me around from time to time.
Yeah, but the motto of the forum is do what you can. The motto of the network, I should say, is do what you can when you can. And we love it when Som comes, because that means I can just sit back, have a little rest.
And I can speak long and long. And I can tell you, when I started in the forum, I was not speaking much at all. If you want to speak ready, just stop me. And I'm speaking because I can talk and talk and talk.
What have I done?
Anything at all. But blame Teach for that. Blame the Learn English Network and Teach for that. That's it, Mao.
No, can't blame me. Can't blame me for that.
And Mao, you said that you think your English is not good enough for your business settings, but I can tell you I don't have. Yep.
Well, it's not enough for business, and I believe that my English is not enough for teaching anybody. I don't have a confidence even to my daughter.
Confidence is not lack of your level. You have to believe in yourself. I don't have any business English at all. I don't have any English certificates in my pockets. Nothing. Mm-hmm. But I'm working and I have to use my English at work. I mean, you have to convince yourself that don't put some barrier yourself on what you can do and what you can't do, because actually it's not the right question. Way to address.
Okay.
Think about more what you can do rather than concentrating on what you can't do. And think about how you used to be. You'll soon find, from what I've heard you say, you are the typical English learner whose English is actually better than they think it is. Now, there are people who are the other way round. They think their English is better than it actually is.
My English is very good and well, shut up, Tom. There is margin for progress.
Yeah, but
okay.
don't confuse inability with lack of confidence. Lack of confidence.
Exactly. Yeah. Don't mix it up. No. Don't mix it up. I really wanted to tell you that.
Okay, bye Ahmed. Thanks for coming. Oh, I've missed him, but Oleg wants to know what his rank is.
So Oleg is from Russia, living close to the North Pole, and is a regular. He's been around for a long time, but he's not using Discord that much, and so he's only 25. But it's worth knowing Oleg. It's a very interesting blog, and nice to interact with him.
Yeah, and don't forget, okay, these sessions, they're set. I'm here, or Natasha's here. If it's on the calendar, somebody will be here. Oh, talking of sessions, Aladdin, if Ask Aladdin is cancelled, you need to do so on the calendar. It's still appearing. I think
Aladdin,
calendar.
It's not oh my god.
Come on! It's not.
I'm not
canceled.
Sure what to say. I mean, I cancelled it for a while, but it showed up in the middle of something. I'm not sure. I didn't. I thought I cancelled from the calendar until I regularly come back to my.
Would you like me to cancel it for you?
No, I can, but
okay.
I can do it.
Okay.
But it's the issue is I didn't. I'm not sure where does it come from.
Okay, what can happen?
Last Wednesday.
Yeah.
Last Wednesday, I mean.
Last
That's because
Wednesday. Okay. What can
yeah.
happen is when you make a change to like one part of the calendar, it sort of splits it. So if you make a change for one session, it splits that run. Okay, and that means that if before that change you make some cancellations, it only goes up to then, and then it just carries on afterwards. So it's always worth, if you do cancel something, just go forward a few weeks, make sure it doesn't pop up again at some point.
Mhm.
Okay, as Google actually made a major change to the calendar last week, which can
what is it?
have you not seen the new look? Yeah, they've got this modern new look on Google Calendar, and if you go to your own calendar, you'll see that it's completely
Yes,
changed its
it's
format.
upgrade.
Yeah, so it looks a lot more modern now. That might have had an effect again if they cleared a cache or a server or moved a server. It could have called back an old thing. But if you want to do it, you can. If not, if you're stuck, then ask me. I can always do it for you. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, in the middle.
Paladin, I want to
Oleg,
point out. Sorry.
Sorry, can I just explain to Oleg what happens?
Yeah, sorry.
When I set up sessions, for example, I set them up to go on forever. I always think, I'm never going to die. I'm going to be doing this till 2030.
Until at the end of the year.
It.
Yes, I do the same, by the way.
It just goes on and on and on forever. However,
Yeah.
sometimes, as you know, I go on
Not
holiday. Then I go in and I cancel the sessions whilst I'm on holiday. And that splits the run. So you have one run that ends when I begin the holiday, and then after my holiday finishes, I get the next run beginning. So it's kind of split the forever run into two parts, one that ends and the other one that continues. So you have to know which side of the calendar you're actually cancelling to know whether it's cancelled everything or not. It's a bit complicated. The only way I can suggest is go in, make a calendar, have a little play with it, and then you'll find out what I mean. Okay, learning by doing. Learning by doing. Okay, so on that note, I'm going to learn by doing by disappearing and going and having my beer. In fact, I've got to walk the dog first, so I'd better go. She's been very patient. So, anyhow, shields up to Vikings. This KVK has been very tough. Poor old Pry got majorly hit. He was attacking people on tile, and a big player came up behind him, and they whacked him one.
What he explained yesterday, you've got to be fast, and if you think you are fast, okay.
There's always somebody faster. There is always somebody faster. So
he's able to train more troops again to go back on track, or
well, basically, I've got to go and start farming some food so that he can train some more troops.
Yes, true, because he's on zero food. He's got nothing. So.
He's got no food at all. His troops starve. So yeah. Anyway, shield high. Watch out for this lot. They're a sneaky lot. So if you're fighting in KVK, do be careful. And I'll see you next week, hopefully, and we'll carry on chatting then. Thanks for coming. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Enjoy the weekend, guys.
Bye bye. Enjoy. Yeah. Have fun. Hi, it's Lynn here from the Learn English Network. You might know me on the forum. Here I'm called Teach, and on the forum you'll know me as Lynn, I hope. Hello, Anchi. Hi. Never forget, if you're in one of the voice rooms, and you're not speaking to the people in the room, mute your mic. Okay, but don't mute your headset. Anchi, I know you can't hear me because your headset is muted. Your headphones are muted. You won't be able to hear. Well, that's fine if you don't want to, but... Hi, Aladdin. Oh, Aladdin, have you got voice? Can I hear you? Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Hi, good.
Hello.
Phew, good. Hi, how are you?
Hi.
Hello, Anchi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. My goodness, you've got a lively place there.
Hello. Can you
Hello.
hear us?
I can hear everything, yes, including I don't know what language the other person is speaking, but I can hear them. So do be aware, people can hear you.
Hi, Lynn.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Lynn.
Hello.
Kritika, do you still remember me?
I can hear Anshi, I think.
Yeah, actually, she's Anshi and she's my sister. I took the headphone and because I wanted to talk with you. I'm Kritika. Give me. Remember me? No, she
I
don't
think
remember you.
so. Long time ago. Discord is much kinder on your bandwidth. Okay, so it's much more easy to listen to people and to speak with people in Discord than it is in Kitely. Kitely, for those, I think someone else was asking, what is Kitely? Jolandu. It's a virtual world. Okay, so Ahmed was able to join us but couldn't use voice. And
Yes, yes.
if you look at some of the videos in our YouTube channel, you'll see the sort of things we do. And if you do end up not being able to hear us in Kitely, you can watch the stream. I usually stream these sessions, so you can ask for the link to the stream, and then you at least can hear what we're saying, even if you can't speak. It's usually down to your connection. It has to be a very strong connection, and it might be down to your firewall settings. You have to allow something called Vivox. Vivox is the voice server. Ahmed, you said you could hear people typing and you could hear background noise like doors opening and closing. That's on a different stream. That's internal to the OpenSim sim itself. They're like little special effects, if you like. The voice stream comes through something called Vivox, and they're a gamer stream. Okay, so it's a completely separate thing. Um, Generally, what you're looking for in Kitely is above your head you should see a white dot, which means that your microphone is connected, your headset is connected, and then when you speak you should see green wavy lines above your head. A little bit like in Discord, if you notice when I speak, you can see a green circle round my avatar. And then when I speak, it's back. When I'm not speaking, it goes. And then when I speak, it's back. So it's very similar to that. You're looking for the green circle in Discord. You're looking for green wavy lines in Kitely. Okay? But if you have a little play with it, you can go in, log in, and try it on your own. Just look for those green wavy lines. You might meet somebody else there. You can go to the Kitely Welcome Centre. There are often people there, and you can ask them, can you hear me? That's the most common question asked in all these sessions. Can you hear me? Okay.
Thank you, thank you.
You're welcome. And if you need any help, we've written the guide on the forum, but there is a Kitely forum too, and it's always worth joining these different forums because you meet some really nice, helpful people. So if you're having other issues in Kitely, try to get onto the Kitely forum and ask for help there. We'll try to help you. but I'm not
Okay.
always able to. Am I, Aladdin? Aladdin and Voice in Kitely are having a long, long battle with Vivox, I think. Oh, by the way, Aladdin, have you tried Voice in Second Life recently to see if it's working there?
No, I didn't try in Second Life.
Okay, try it just to see if it's working there because it is still Vivox. It's the same provider. Okay, thank you, Anshi. Yeah, that's lovely. It's just if you've got the television on or the radio on, it comes across and it's very loud. I wasn't actually. I could hear you saying hello, but I couldn't really have a conversation with you because there was all the other noise going on, and I was like, okay, which bit's Anshi and which bit's the background noise? Okay, Saral, good question. What is the difference between Second Life and Kitely? It's a little bit like different yogurts. Okay, you can buy strawberry yogurt or you can buy peach yogurt. They're both yogurt, but they're different flavors. Okay, does that make sense? They're the same sort of thing. Second Life is run by long time no here. But you have got a lot of background noise. Okay, so are you using a headset?
Hello.
Hello. It's going to be one of those nights. Okay, one person speak at a time. Okay, when you're not speaking, mute. I can hear somebody speaking in another language, so it makes it impossible, I'm afraid, to hear anyone else, so I'm going to have to mute you. Sorry. Wow. Did anybody else hear that?
Yes, I think it's TV.
Yeah, okay. So, I've had to mute you because of the background noise. Okay. So, if you're in a noisy environment, mute. And try to switch off anything like your television or your radio. It's difficult if your family is watching the TV, I know, but try to find somewhere a bit quieter because otherwise I will end up with a headache by the end of the day. So, hi Med, nice to see you. Congrats on the new job. Yay! It's TGIF, and I had a question from Ahmed. Ahmed, hello.
Hi.
Were you the same Ahmed who came into Kitely?
Oh,
Hello. Hi. Oh,
hi.
thank goodness your voice is
Hello.
working here.
Hi, Lynn, how are you?
I'm very well, thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
You were in Kitely,
Thank
yes,
you,
but we
thank you.
couldn't hear you, and I don't think you could hear us.
Yes, I can hear you.
Good. Yeah, a company called Linden Labs. It's a commercial enterprise, and Kitely is also a commercial enterprise that runs on the OpenSim platform, which is open source software. So OpenSim you could run on your own PC as a standalone virtual world, but that's not much fun because you don't get to play with anyone else. So if you put it on a server, you could invite other people to visit, and it's open software, so it's open source. Second Life is not open source. You can only visit Second Life by logging into Second Life. Okay. Open source software means that you can get the software and you can use it free of charge, and you can change the source code, you can program it so that it does what you want. Of course, you have to have the necessary skills to do that, but there's a lot of open source software out there. It's a little bit like Creative Commons for software. Okay. Yeah, I'm never quite sure the difference between public domain is more to do with the age of things that have fallen out of copyright. So if something's in the public domain, it was maybe created by a government and therefore doesn't fall under copyright, or the person who wrote it has been dead for X number of years, so it's out of copyright, and it falls into what they call the public domain. That's more about singing. Oh, sorry, Anshi, you were asking Yeah, you were asking something. I was just answering Ahmed's question. Okay. So Ahmed, the public domain is more to do with written works, music, literature, that kind